You're live now. Yay. Hi, hola, beautiful people. Good morning. How are you guys today? Good morning. Yesterday, after I did my parkour, I was super exhausted already. Super exhausted. Then I slept. I slept throughout. I was so exhausted, but it was really rejuvenating. Aching here, aching there, because for this parkour session, right, it's meant for it's called geriatric parkour. It's meant for the elderly, so those who are above 60. But well, I just joined them, but there are younger ones also who started to join us. I think only about 20 plus years old, also joined, and it was really fun. Good morning, Kiki, Kuku, Kiki, 69. How are you? Thank you very much for coming. Are you born in the year 69? Kiki, Kuku, Kuku. Okay, so with that parkour thingy was really very therapeutic, but it's also very exhausted. We are supposed, as elderly, all this age 60 years old, we have to do like 80 push-ups, 100 sit-ups. Oh my god. And then and especially for the single leg stand, because most of the elderlies will have problems with their legs are pretty weak, right? So therefore we are required to do at least about 50. Well, I cannot, I only do 10. So my legs are pretty. From there, then I realized that due to that, right, my from all those exercises, I realized that my legs are very, very weak. Remember, like when I want to go out of the table also after makan at given coffee shop, I will have to press the table to stand up. So that is a sign that my legs are very, very weak. So need to do something about it. Okay. Good morning, Bobby Lee. Hola. Hi, Madam Tur. How are you? Thank you very much for coming. So today I'm on 2 different platforms, which is one on TT and the other one is on IG. Trying out IG now. Right, because I've always tried to do IG, but it was a problem. Then I realized that I cannot go on IG on my Oppo phone. I can only go IG on my Apple phone. Not so sure why. Yeah, thank you very much, Bobby. Yes, come, let's get into the news today. News today. This guy, he's pretty popular among the Malays. Don't know whether you guys know him or not. So he was already made it big. He was pretty popular, famous already. So this Singapore influencer, he was arrested after video of man being forced to strip is shared online. But however, of course, he mentioned no, he did not have any of those viral video, and he did not post, and he wasn't caught at all. He wasn't even in prison. It's just that he was under investigation. That's all. But he denied everything lah. So he's known as the Mango Bosco. His actual name is Muhammad Hussein Said. So he started right from below. Was I think he was a convict before. I'm not so sure. Yeah, his past. There has been quite a number where there are lots of thugs. Now that due to influencer, then they always go online. So they become very popular. So therefore he embarked onto various businesses like the food bazaar business. Is by selling kunafes, by selling all those things that are online. Pretty successful, and he has a lot of followers as well. He did all his business mainly on online thingy. Okay, all right. So he was arrested. So not very sure what exactly happened, but according to all this, he says that he started his business in 2019, right immediately after COVID. Yeah. Then his business grew, then he gained followers, and he earned a lot of money. So therefore, he says that he denied. So this is what they asked about lawyers. Lawyers asked the Straight Sam spoke to Straight Sam asked the lawyers. Is it an offense to knowingly distribute an image or recording of another person without consent? Threatening to distribute the intimate material may also be regarded as an offense. So to threaten, just to threaten also, to send out all those intimate material is also an offense. He also had one case where one party threatened to expose his or her partner's intimate images for money or sex. Okay, so there will be some criminal intimidation and the use of non-consensual distribution, even extortion. So When contacted, this Mr. Hussein, this Mango Bosco, denied of any knowledge of the video and claimed he had not been arrested. He said he was interviewed by the police but not been arrested, but would not reveal any details. He said he will never publish nor make viral or any video. So I don't know who leaked the video, he added. So that video is the intimate video. So guys, this is where we also must understand, yeah, we must also learn hey, you know, like you must not be, if you even threaten, even if you have a video of this particular person of having any intimate gestures, for example, even sex and all that, even you threaten is already salah, okay? So this social media, don't think just because being emotional, you can just post it to someone, threaten, you know, I got videos of you, that time you have sex with me, then I will actually send it over viral, you know, don't think that will work on you, because it itself is considered as an offense already. So this one is at Bukit Panjang. Block 479 Bukit Panjang. Later I want to go and visit Bukit Panjang and see what it is lah. Okay. Singapore man 36 and woman 32 charged for allegedly neglecting 71. Crazy 71 cats Hey Cham, you know all your friends in Bukit Panjang there, you know Cham? 71 cats in Bukit Panjang HDB flat. How to handle 71 cats? Right? Okay, and then they will charge. So all the cute. I don't think this is one of the cat lah. Okay. So therefore, this is not the cat definitely, because the cats are all in very very bad condition. So some of the cats are even it was being mistreated. Do not even have meal. Of course lah, guys. You want to feed 2 children already quite expensive. Then you want to feed 72 cats. Alamak, please lah. You know, it's quite expensive. You know, cat food. Yeah, but I know of people who actually give sponsor actually cat food. No, that time I go and door knock. So this lady say, hey, do you have any cats? I say yeah. Do you want to have some of the cat food, because my daughter is an influencer for cat food and we tend to get all this cat food very often one. Say okay lah. I say, hey, this one all these people, there are people out there who might need it so you know, just give the cat food lah. So guys, so cats are not easy, and most of the cats also we must as of this 2024, right, maximum only 2 cats per household. So cats are not like dogs, where dogs you have to bring them out and walk. So cats, they can just be domesticated cats. They just stay at home, don't want to walk. Like now, most of my cats are very lazy, don't want to walk already. Yeah, and then like but you have to ensure the high level of cleanliness for your cats, for the house lah. Because if you do not clean their litter, you must clean the litter one day about 2 or 3 times. No, sometimes even 4 times. For me, whenever I pass by, I see got poo-poo, I clean. I will always pass by the litter. I will always. It becomes a habit already, because the smell of cat pee and cat poo really, I tell you it really stucks up to the nose one. Really, you really cannot take it. So imagine these 71 cats, and they did not manage the cats very well. If they did not manage the cats very well, so that will also mean that they do not manage the litter very well. So once you do not manage the litter very well, so that will also mean that the smell of it would have gone out of the house. And on top of that, the neighbors will definitely can smell. Okay, I tell you a story. I have this client, right? She doesn't have any cats, but the neighbor has cats. The neighbor has only about 6 cats. 6 cats only. Okay. And I see the neighbor very pretty every time before she go out of the house very well made up, no. But I have problem with selling my client's house. Why? Because the neighbor's house is very smelly. Seriously. The house, my client's house is like three doors away from the lift. So the neighbor's house that is like, that has cats, right, is about four doors away from the lift. When I came out of the lift already, and me having cats, usually they say we already got blind nose. Blind nose meaning that when you are so used to the smell of the cats, you will never be able to smell other cats anymore. Like all the stench, you won't be able to smell. But me already have blind nose. I already have cats at home with litters and all that. So once I get out of the lift, I can smell it's a cat smell, it's a litter smell, it's a cat poop and cat peep smell from the lift. So walking towards my client's house, some of my clients staying nearby next to this person's house, it already give a lot of problem already. Then I was telling my client, I don't think you can sell this house if your neighbor is like that. So what I did, I knocked on the neighbor's door. Yeah, so I knock on the neighbor's door. Then it says, "Hey, how are you?" Then it says, "Oh yeah, very good, very good. Oh, if you don't mind, we are trying to sell the house, okay? If you don't mind, I know I'm a cat lover as well. I'm also a cat lover. Because we can smell your cat stuff lah, the litter and all that. Is it because you're very busy?" Then it says, "Yeah, because I'm very busy lah, no time lah. So she only clean it like every 3 days, you know. Litter. She has 4 cats. The litter, she clean it like every 4 days only. No wonder it smells. So all these smells are coming from the litter. And then, you know, from the litter bin, you must clean it every 2 weeks. You must clean it, really totally clean it, put it hot water. Kak, why cannot? Why cannot sell? Because the neighbors, because when people were to come over to the house, they can smell already. They can smell already the stench of the cat. Then it really put them off. You know, there are few things which in fact attract cannot hear anything. Why cannot hear anything? How come you cannot hear? Can you hear now? Oh yeah, why cannot hear? Can you hear now? Still cannot hear? Alamak. Okay. Can hear? Hang on guys. This IG is giving me a bit of problem. Hiya. Hang on let me see my settings okay. Nobila. Can hear? Susie can see here. Susie can still hear. Susie can still hear. Titi can hear me Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you. How come cannot hear just now? Okay, anyway, right. So once these cats that's why as an agent, right, you don't just sell the unit itself. You really want to sell the unit, we have to go and talk to the neighbors one. So what I did was that I go and talk to the neighbor I told the neighbor, "Hey, hello neighbor, hi, I'm also a cat lover. So you only clean the cat's litter only like every 3 days, every 4 days Oh, and then you have 4 cats okay. Alright, so I hope you don't mind. We are selling the house, so if you don't mind, maybe you could actually clear the litter more often, like almost every day. If you need help, I can just wash the litter also for you. Just wash the litter so can." They say, "Oh no, never mind. Paiseh. Okay, can smell I say, "Yeah, we can actually smell from outside lah." They say, "But we cannot smell." Then what? Okay, but we can smell from outside. I don't smell it, but yeah, I'm so sorry but all the people who come over to the place says can smell from outside the cat litter. Then it says, "Oh, really?" Says, "Yeah. So if you don't mind so I bought a spray. You know, I bought the cat litter spray." Says, "Okay, so each time you just have to keep clearing the litter like one day 2 or 3 times." 1 day 2 3 times. No, it doesn't really require a lot of work. You come by, you scoop. Or if you need then you need to have at least, you have 4 cats, right? In fact, you must have 4 litter bin now. 4 litter bin now. If you are very lazy okay, you need to have 4 litter bin. That's how it is like. So I have clients who have like 4 cats but only 1 litter bin. But she clean it every 20 minutes because she has a helper to take care of all the smell ensuring no smell. Yeah. So when else this one, I say, so if you really don't have the time, so you need to have 4 litter bins. So I gave her one of the litter bin, which was mine, which I said, I don't use this anymore, you can have this, and this is a very big size one. Okay, and then what are the litter that you use? So I gave her my tofu litter also. Why? Because I want to sell the house right? I want to really sell the house, and I do not want, because my client's house is a nice house, but just because neighbors house things like hell so then cannot sell yeah, because the one who wants to buy the house, they will only see who your neighbors are, correct or not? Yeah, it comes in from the smell, and you must understand this human when they go for viewing we are in fact affected by a few things, which is the sight, the smell. Hello, Jack J. Hi, Jack J. How are you? Thank you very much for coming. Thank you for the gift. It's the sight, and then it's the smell, it's the touch, okay, and also the hearing. So that is why if you are currently selling your house, if you are watching video, watching TV, or even on the handphone, you switch it off. Right? Because at times when we were to talk, some people they just affected by hearing. They see anything hearing. If they hear anything noisy, they will also associate that the house is messy. It's like that one. It's like that. This is what I noticed. I've been in this industry for about 26 years, selling and buying houses, right? And renting houses. So these are how it affects the people. So that's why whenever my client were to come, and sometimes I even played light music, to them it's very noisy as well because of the echo. So if the house has lots of echo, I will not put on and turn on any music. Yeah. So it's by the sight, it's by the hearing, it's by the smell, and also by the touch. By the touch, if for example, if your house is very oily, you seldom mop, or you didn't mop very well, or you put certain oil for your flooring, and then people come, right? Some of them will wear socks, some of them will not wear socks, some of them purposely wanted to be barefooted when they come to the house because they want to feel the house. So once they touch, the legs, the feet touch the ground, and it's like very oily, like it's very dusty, or they don't want the house already, because the feeling will already send the message to their brain, right? So therefore, when you are selling your house, these are all the various factors that you have to consider. Okay, even by the smell it comes from the neighbors as well. So if neighbors, so that is why by the smell, some of you will put rotten socks lah, your smelly socks once you enter, I don't know why their gate they put all the socks, no, because why they want to hang the socks. Whether the socks are all smelly or not smelly, please do not put socks, because socks is always associated with something which is stinks. So that is comes from the sight. And also from the side, if it's messy, okay, clear it up. So these are all the things that they have. Yes, my hot mama, this is what I always mention, the art and science of selling and buying a house. So all these things, if you would like to, you know that it's already difficult to sell your house, so look into this, look into the matter. You don't really have to do spring cleaning for your house. No need one. You don't need. So you just see whatever is clutter, whatever is messy, then you put it one side. Okay, you keep it. So some people feel like something which is some people like things to be exposed. Like for me, I like my things to be exposed. But there are some people who don't like things to be exposed, because once if those things are exposed, it's also equal to mess. Equal to mess meaning the house also they don't want to buy. So the vibes will be very different. Okay. So these are the art and science of selling and buying houses. So this is where you got to see. Sis, you ever try view a haunted house before? Okay, haunted house, this is the interesting part. Because for me, I am very focus oriented. I'm very objective oriented. So whether haunted or not, I will not be able to sense it. Yeah, because my objective is, my client likes this kind of house, this. So once I come in, I go and see, okay, got this, got that. Oh, they want to have aircon in whole house. Okay, got aircon. That's the main important thing that I see. So, but haunted house so far, I have not viewed, but I ever sold a house, which is so called, according to the seller. The sellers didn't say it's haunted, but they have the penunggu. You know, each house, okay, let me share with this, each house, because it's not haunted, Haunted means, the things were coming in, out lah, I think so lah, okay, the pontianak lah, the whatever creature, will be in, out. So, I ever sold this house. What happened was that I brought my other client also to come and see this house. Okay, I saw my client says, hey, come to this house because it's already vacant. So it was actually a red flag. Right, the house wasn't even sold, was just starting to be marketed. But my client already said, I give you the key, we go and stay in Johor. Then says, you need money, but why is it that you go and sell? Now go and rent in Johor. He says, never mind lah. So it's much more peaceful for us. So you can sell the house also peacefully and all that. I said, very funny leh. Then I says, okay lor. So at that point of time, I brought a few number of clients to come and view the house. And my client myself also, the one that I sold the house, viewed the house. Then she says that when I was discussing with her on the dining table, so something happened and says, I think this house is haunted, she was telling me. Then says, no lah, where got such thing as haunted? You must just have an open mind. That could be certain things lah. Then she says, how come suddenly the door for that room suddenly closed? I said, could be the wind lah. You know, I'm totally objective So then it says, probably could be the wind lah. Then she was saying me, no lah, I don't think so I don't think so. Okay, so okay, alright. So then I says, okay lah, now we leave the house. So I switch off all the lights. We switch off all the lights. Then suddenly, one of the lights in the room was on. Off already, then on. Then I off again, then on again. Then my client was running out of the house, running out of the house saying that, hey, this house is really haunted lah, kakak. This house is really haunted. Seriously? I don't think so leh. I think it's wiring leh. Okay, then I switch off. Then I just switch off the lights. Then I close the door. Then I switch off the main switch. Outside there, the main switch. So I say switch off the main switch. Then okay. Then when I turn around, so suddenly there are lights also inside. Then she was running downstairs already. She says, I told you this house is haunted, kakak. You must ask the owner. Alright, so I asked the owner. So the owner mentioned to me, well, the house is not haunted, but they have a penunggu. every house, according to her lah, I don't know whether this is true or not lah, there is a penunggu, meaning that there is somebody that will be, there is a spirit, there's a spirit in the house. That's what they say lah. Okay, let me see got anyone commented or not. So there's a spirit in the house, so meaning that this spirit will take care of the house. Once taking care of the house, so it depends on how you take care of the house as well. So okay, so while in the midst of trying to sell the house, so another client of mine wanted to rent. Then I says, okay lah, can lah, try to rent lah, this one lah, okay. So my owner say, can lah, at least got money lah. Alright, and the wife is an Indonesian. So therefore, stay in the house. And then this lady, when I bring people for viewing, the wife say, hey, come, I want to let you know. Say, yeah, why? There is a spirit in the house. I said, yeah, that's what the owner say. There's a spirit in the house, but don't do anything. And he says, oh, no. What I did was that Balinese style where they feed, where they prepare the food, then they put in certain plates, and then so-called to feed the penunggu, to feed the spirit in the house. So when that happened, so therefore the new buyer that came to the house, liked the house, and then finally he wanted to then after he complete the house already, then he got very angry. He called me and then scolded me upside down, telling me that how come I never tell him that the house is haunted. And I said, because the house is not haunted, so asked me to bring along the previous owner. So brought along the previous owner, then brought in the ustaz. Then the ustaz say, no, this house is not haunted, it's just the penunggu, there is a spirit there. So now what happened was that because of that lady who rented the place for short-term basis, what she did was that she give a sajian. Sajian means prepare food for this penunggu. So this penunggu, this spirit was so called like, hey, go and call everybody. Hello, friend, come here. Or everybody from outside, all his other spirit friends, and tell them that, hey, come over. Why? Oh, because there's food here. Here got good food. Every day she provide me food, breakfast, lunch, dinner. So all the other friends also come and start staying in the house because of good food. So therefore, there's a lot of them. So the ustad, the religious teacher, so-called, came over and then see there's a lot of them. So now your population in the house has increased a lot lah. So and then they was like, oh my god, then how, these are all ghosts? No, these are not ghosts. So very easy. What you should do is do not feed them, get them be hungry, then this place is not it's not an enticing place to stay, no more free food, right? So they will go. So that's the story lor. So I think the house after that 5 years sold lah. Okay, so that is why, alamak, once you feed them, house become coffee shop. Correct. Good one. Michael, cows become coffee shop. Feed Starbucks. They all you give them rice and egg also, they happy already. Kak Rian jemput sarapan nasi lemak pasang gilang. Hantu Jack Jais. Spirit play with the lights. The spirit play with the lights. So it's not really ghost. Okay, so I also have some encounter lah, but it's not ghost leh. So far very seldom I come across ghost stuff lah. Very seldom. So it's like and it's not something which I want to attract as well, right? Sell ghost house, don't want. So okay, that is why quite a number. Bring Dyson vacuum cleaner. Doesn't work must bring Ghostbuster vacuum cleaner, then can work. Okay, that is why quite a number of buyers which I see are pretty smart. They will bring children or babies. So once if the children or babies come inside the house, and if they tend to be naughty, tend to be crying and wailing and all that, so don't buy that house, even though the house are renovated very nicely one. So it is, I don't know, this is something extra. This is the art of buying a house, right? But it got to do with your own self and with your God. To me, I will always tell my clients, right, those buyers, before you go out of the house, you know that you're going to view these houses, right? So you go and pray. You pray, you talk to God. Or even when you're at the lift of the house, you pray and talk to your own God, right? Whatever God that you have, right? And tell your God, saying that I am going here to view houses for me and my family, and we're going to buy a house. If this house is good for me, then show sign. And then if this house is not good for me, show strong signs that it's not good for me as well. So do that, yeah? So then probably then you'll be protected. Like some others who actually brought brought their children, then their children will come in and start running and happy, a happy vibe. Then there is a house that you can actually buy. That happens to me also, I think about 14-15 years ago when I wanted to buy my house, right? So what I did was, I brought my son. So brought my son to this place, to this unit, right? Brought my son. My son was only about 6 years old, 4 years old. And my son usually wasn't naughty. But once he came into the house, out of the blue, he kept jumping and jumping from one sofa to another sofa, jumping from one sofa to another. So I got, hey, why are you behaving like this? Then I had a helper that time. I called her Bibi. Then Bibi was like, oh, Kiki, stop it. What are you doing? Stop it. This is people's house. You never behave like this. Then he kept jumping. Then he said, blah, 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 blah. Just like that, no. So naughty, leh. So I was saying, hey, this one is a naughty vibe, leh. And then when I went out, then I said, okay, thank you, because after viewing the house, when I went out, then I got headache. I got headache, I want to vomit. Then not only me, my helper also got headache and then wanted to vomit. And my daughter also like, oh, alamak, I feel so nauseous, I want to vomit. So we went down, came out from the house, and then we all went to one side, vomit, no. We kept vomiting. Yeah. And then we just get water, then sit down and think, then says, oh, I think this house cannot, really cannot. So I called the agent, and I was already an agent at that time, and so this is my friend, then I asked, hey, bro, anything wrong with the house? I just tell you this, maybe you could do something about the house to ward off all the evil. Say, why? I don't know, my son when come in, then become very naughty, jumping already. And then for me, when I came also, then after that, when I went out from the house immediately, I got headache, super bad headache. I got super bad headache, and then my helper also super bad headache, and my daughter also. It's just the three of us, so it couldn't be coincidence, ma. Then he says, oh, okay, well, actually, this one, this house, well, quite number the family, really chalak family one, always quarrel, fight with each other. Then that's why they're selling the house. They says, oh, okay. So all these vibes are very, it can actually affect, What I see, those houses which are able to sell very fast, is it because the house is beautiful? Not necessarily, right? It's because the house is pretty neat. The owner is OCD. Usually OCD owners can sell the house very fast. One, serious, OCD owners. And then number one, then number two, the vibes are also very good. The vibes are also very good. So that meaning that when people come in, they feel happiness, Even though the house can be super messy, but they feel happiness when they come in. All these vibes is a regular thing where depends on the owners making the house to be a home. So this is very important. Okay. So like when you have, then especially if you have a dining table, big dining table, you always have dinner over at that big dining table. So these are all the good vibes as well. Okay, all these good vibes are not easy to have good vibes for the house. So it stems up from the parents. Okay, it stems up from the parents, meaning that from the parents, sometimes you can, I'm very sure you realize this as well. Sometimes you go to a house which is non-renovated, but the vibes are so good. You feel the happiness, you feel the laughter in there once you come in. So sometimes that you went to a house which is fully renovated, everything checks your list, but once you enter, the vibes are not good. It becomes like, hey, this house, walao, like how come you come in, suddenly very dark, like so dark at this house. So meaning the vibes are not so good. My cousin bought divorce case house, and after 2 years staying, they also divorced. Bibi Rina. Okay, one thing, this is what I realized also. Once you buy a house, doesn't mean that if the house is previous owner is divorced, you will also go divorce. If there's a house where the person or pass away, then that suddenly you will also pass away. So that is why I believe for all houses, right, you must at least do some basic changes. Okay, some basic changes. You must really, number one, you must do your own way to ward off all the evil. For me, I believe is to put all the rock salt, the rock salt, the big salt one, rock salt all over the house. So that's where it will absorb all the bad energy. Okay, if you were to look into the social media also, some of them say put cinnamon, put star anise also. So you can mix this together. You put at all the corners of the house. For me, I very kiabo one. I put all around the house one, all the edges of the house. You got the floor plan there, right? So you go and put at all the edges of the house. So why this is to absorb all that negative energy. Then you don't really need to fully renovate it, just to make sure all this evil are ward off, all these negative vibes are ward off. What the basic thing that you must do will be to paint the house. Paint the house. So while you paint the house, then you say your prayers lah. That's what I do. That's why I always paint my own house. Once I paint, I always have my own prayers on. I have all my own prayers. I says, be good, you know, be healthy, be happy. This house must be good, must be healthy, must be happy. Like that lor. You only sell resale. Bando 9877. I don't really only sell resale. I also do new launches, right? Okay. Right. Like recently, I just thank God I just sold. I just closed a 4-bedroom Tengah Garden Residences. Why? Because I really believe in the project. Yeah. Hi, my help mama. Thank you very much for coming. Yeah. So it really depends. Also, okay. Now I share with you my story. My story. I thought of taking over my late grandparents' house, the one in Marsiling. Why? Because of memories lah. So okay. So even though I don't really like that area, because I feel that area is quite a ghetto area. But I feel so this is the place where, you know, it's a 4I unit, and then they have all together, even though 4I got 4 bedrooms already leh. So I said, okay, maybe my children can just stay here, then all my family members who miss my grandma can just come over lah. Okay, so me being me, so I say, okay, why don't I bring my friend? I suggest, why don't you bring a feng shui master? Okay lah, I try out, bring a feng shui master. So this feng shui master come in with the yellow robe that time. Not now, now very modern, all come with t-shirts and pants only. They don't look so obviously as a feng shui master. So he come with the yellow robe. So then after that, then with the feng shui compass. Then after that, he perspire. Then he perspire, then the assistant also perspire. So the assistant also bring another one more the equipment. Let me see whether I can see the equipment here. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Okay, okay, I show you here. Yeah, this one. Okay, they brought all these feng shui equipment with them. Let me see. They don't bring this. They bring this one. Yeah, this one. This is the compass. Okay, this is the compass. So I saw they have two. One, the assistant has this one, right? Okay, assistant has this one, and then one more person has the other. They also bring the crystal here, say. Okay, so when they brought this, you see, this is a compass, right? This is a compass. So what happened was that when they came over to my grandparents' house, so they went into my grandmother's room. My grandmother passed away in that room. So what happened was, the feng shui master was like, wow, headache like suddenly perspire, really perspire a lot. You know why? Because this compass here, right? This is not so obvious, the compass. Okay, this compass here, the compass here. Okay, they sell in Shopee. Okay, so this compass here, what happened was, it like really, the compass here, it was turned. The needle keep turning and turning and turning and turning. Okay, the needle here. Okay, the needle here keeps turning and turning and turning and turning. Keep turning. Never stop. That was at my grandmother's room. Then after that, he went to another room, the other common room. Wow, nothing happened. Then go to my grandfather's room. This needle also keep turning and turning and turning and turning. Wow. Then he perspire. Then he says maybe something wrong with his gadget. Then I said, oh yeah, maybe something wrong with your gadget. But he bring extra. The other one also like that. So he went to 2 rooms. The room where my grandmother passed away, and also the room which my grandfather always sit there, you know, relax. Then the thing keep turning and turning. Then he says, oh, there is angry spirits over here. Angry spirits. But my grandmother and my grandfather are very relaxed people, not very angry people, Then he says, no, there are angry spirits over here. That is why you can see the needle keep rotating. Then he says, oh, serious? I said, yeah. Then he says, okay, if you would like to buy this house, so therefore you must ward off all the spirits. The spirits are very angry. Okay, in the common room, one is where my grandmother passed away in that room, and another one more where my grandfather always stayed there. He said, so you have to actually clear all these spirits, then after that you can, or else if you cannot, if you don't think so, then this house might not be good for you. So I was a bit totally unhappy This is my grandparents' house, how come it will not be good for me? So I told my auntie, then my auntie said, have you ever thought that your grandmother is not happy that you bring a feng shui master? Says, why should she be angry? I'm just saying it for saying. Yeah, you know your grandmother, right? Your grandmother don't like go into these things, right? Your grandmother always believe in one, which is God, Then why you have to believe in all these people? So your grandmother get very angry, Luckily the needle only turn. What if the thing were to explode? Chalat liao you. Then I says, oh, okay. Then I says, oh, okay. Yeah, it keeps spinning one. It keeps spinning, yeah. Did I say spinning or turning? Keep spinning, yeah. Same, I feel the same at Marsiling too. Yeah, it's a bit ghetto area, right? Yeah, so therefore I end up not buying the property lah, not buying my grandparents' property. Lucky I didn't buy because why? After that that if I buy sure definitely cannot sell right? Now the properties over there also cannot sell because of the age. Because of the age. Okay, not because of the age, so therefore cannot sell. Challenging not cannot sell, but it's challenging very challenging. Okay, somehow it's an I unit you know what's a I okay, come I share with you. Alamak, I'm supposed to talk about something else, now I talk about something else. Come, I always defray one. Okay, let me share with you guys okay, come, now we have also questioning and answering now talking about types of houses. This is what I share also with my agents. All right, so they have different types. They have, these are the older houses as well, 1980, 1970 and all that. There are units which are NG. Okay. Okay. NG, A and I. NG. They have A and also they have I. Okay. There are three different types. NG, A and I also, and also S. Okay. NG, A, I, and S. Okay, these are all the older units I mentioned to you. Okay, and also the younger units also, they could also be like, they always mention it's a 4A. Okay, it's a 4A. And then a bit younger, a bit older one, 4A1, 4A2. Right. So, guys, which are the units? Which are the units? It can be a 3NG, 3A, 3I, 3S, or 4NG, 4A, 4I, 4S. So, this will really help you by knowing it. So, which are these units are the ones that no storeroom, no toilet in master. So when you check a look at the master as a property guru, so you will know what are the units like. Okay, so there's no storeroom, no toilet, and also no toilet in the master room. Okay, which ones are these? NG, A, I, or S? Which one? Answer me. Okay, Fong Chiang says S, no storeroom, no toilet in master. Okay, all right. Fong Chiang says S. Answer me, guys. Answer me. This is question and answer time. Fong Chiang. Okay, all right. LP says S. Bobby Lee says S. Bobby Lee says S. My Hot Mama says NG. Siti Suryana says S. Shida Baker. Siti Suryana. Interesting, you guys don't know, NG means no good. Michael, you say NG, Michael. Okay, right. Siti Suryana already. Yes, Shida Baker. Okay. IG. Which one? IG. Anybody want to answer? IG. Norsila, you want to answer? LL says A. LL says A. Okay. I know toilet. Michael. LL. Okay. LL says S also. LL also says S also. Wow, which one? LL. LL, A and S, then LL. Sorry, change to S. My Hot Mama says change to S. My Hot Mama. Okay? Right. Okay. NG is new generation. Wow, clever, Shida Baker. Okay. Right. Okay, alright. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay! Good. The answer is that nobody answer one. I. Whenever you see it's a 3I, 4I, 3I, 4I, okay, 5I no. 5I is usually sometimes, if like it's a 3I or 4I, is this one. That means that there is no toilet in the master room and they do not even have a storeroom. So these houses usually like where Mei Ling Street Circuit Road and all that. However, Circuit Road, Aljunied, all in the east, they have something very unique, which part of it also can be S. S can have two types of S, okay? For example, S can be 3S, can be 4S. Okay, this one has Toilet in the master room one. Okay, where 3S is about 64 square meter. The 4S is about 84 square meter. Right? There are also, because before this 3S things comes out, there's also another 3S where there is only one washroom. Okay, no toilet. So you have to be very careful in this when you go and select and go and look from your property guru. Some of the agents will put it as 3S, but in fact it should be as 3I. But it's putting it as 3S because it has only one washroom and then they also have no toilet. So you have to check on it lah. Then you have to double inquiry saying that, hey, this one is a 3S. Is there any toilet in the master room or not? If they said don't have, meaning it's an older generation. So how many toilets you have? Only one. Only one toilet. No sharing like one shower and one shower and then the other one's WC. No, don't have. That is the 3S. Where else if 3I, all the I's, they have one of this toilet, right? One toilet here and one here. So this one is for WC and this one is shower. Separated one. Okay? Right? Okay, understand why I improve model. No, I means improve. I means it's an improve law, right? But now they have quite a number. Most of them are pretty standardized. Okay, after this part, right? After 3S, 4A, 4S, whatever thingy, A and G and all that. Then they come out with 4A1 and 4A2. Okay, and then they also have like 4, 5 and things like that. Then premium. They also have premium. Right. 4A1, 4A2, meaning 4A1 is the one which is bigger size. Usually maybe can be about 100 square meters. Alright. 4A2 usually are the 84 square meters. This can also be, this is not 100 square meters. This could be about 92 square meters. Okay. And also 84 square meters. There's also the 4-room premium. 4-room premium or design and build. Okay. Design and build. Design and build are pretty unique. At that point of time, when houses are designed and built, it seems like the design from outside architecture all look very atas one. Okay. Whereas the premium also. So sometimes when I mention about premium, like now as well, I'm selling this 226A Sumang Lane. It's a 4-room premium. 4-room premium, how you know the interior, the house is a premium? Because the flooring in the room is parquet. Okay, parquet is always seen as something atas but youngsters now don't really like parquet. So premium also you can see from the design of the whole block. Okay, design where you can see this is the block, right? Okay, maybe there are a few blocks also. Then below the basement car park. If those that are non-premium ones the car park you have the MCST. So you have to walk to the car park. So if you like houses where actually the basement, the car park is at the basement, so you don't have to walk so far to the car park, right? Yeah, so then look for the premium design type. Yeah. So these are all the things that they're coming up with. So it also depends on when you want to buy a house, right? You have to see if you drive, right? You want to see whether you would like to have the car park just at the basement or you don't mind to park the car over at the MCST. Yeah. Well, multi-story car park lah. So that is it MSP multi-story salah. Multi-story car park CP. MSCP, MCST is the management. Okay, multi-story car park. So this is either or. So this will make a difference. Premium because DBSS premium is not equals to DBSS. DBSS are DBSS different. You know what's the story of the DBSS? How the story of the DBS comes out or not? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So therefore, so DBSS will be, in fact, how the story come out is because at that point of time, most of the owners, residents already bought house HDB direct from HDB 2 times already. Right? So therefore they say, they bought direct from HDB 2 times already. They want to buy another HDB, but then they do not want to pay the levy and all that. So can it be done? So government come up with this one, but that is very limited only. DBSS. So what is DBSS? DBSS is where the building HDB unit will be built by private developer. Okay, private developer. So once you bought the DBSS, you in fact you don't have to pay the levy. So it was built by built by the private developer. So you don't, those buyers, the Singaporeans, they want to buy, they don't have to they do not have to pay the levy at all. So that's where the story of DBSS came up. Yeah. Okay. Right. So DBSS and design and build are totally different. Design and build is another concept where actually it was designed and built by HDB by HDB themselves, by HDB contractors. So therefore they are big, but their design is a totally different design as compared to all the other houses. So what else for now? Moving ahead. So what do we have now? We have standard. Right? We have prime and we have plus. Are these something to have to do with the design? Nothing to do with the design, but more on the MOP. Okay, so things keep changing, evolving to new things, right? Yeah. So therefore, now we have this standard, prime and plus. Standard, let me ask you now. Standard, how many years is the MOP for standard? Number 1, is it 5 years? Number 2, is it 10 years? Okay, MOP for standard, is it 5 years or 10 years? Answer me. Okay, standard, is it 5 years or 10 years? Hi Ame, how are you? Okay, Siti Suryana says 1, 5 years. Siti Suryana. Okay, right. And then Shida Baker says here 5 years. My Hot Mama says 5 years. You guys are very sure because now all this BTO coming out, they have standard, prime and plus. So you must know. Everybody been asking me, they all tell me it's a certain year one. LL says 5 years. LP says 5 years. Susuan says Susuan. Yes. Mau says 5 years. Okay. One that is it 5 years. Okay, Clarice Lim. Alright, Bobby Lee. Okay, wow. Michael says 9 years plus 4 years to build. Okay. Okay, guys, standard. Very clever, all of you. Standard, it will be 5 years. Very good, Mama, LP, Siti Sirana, SB, Shida Baker, Mehok Mama, Bobby Lee, Clary, okay, right, correct, congratulations, yes, standard is only for 5 years, the MOP is 5 years, so therefore, right, the prime and plus, the MOP is 10 years, and correct, just like what Michael mentioned, that even though it's like 10 years, right, 10 years, but then plus the building, plus build up, so another 4 more years. So it becomes 14 years. Correct? Okay. So now, what I'm going to say this will also be able to make you guys think of whether it is worth to buy. If you really want to buy prime and plus, what are the things that you want to buy prime and plus? And also, if you want to buy somewhere nearby prime and plus, what are the units that you should be buying? Okay? Right. So, prime and plus. Right. Number 1. Okay, answer me. They have units available, all sizes, which is number 1, 2 room. Hey, what is this? Okay, 2 room. Hey, mana? 2 room. This is irritating. Okay, 2 room, 3 room, 4 room, 5 room. Okay, they have for prime and plus, they have sizes. Number 1, 2 room, 3 room, 4 room, and 5 room. Or number 2, they only have 2 room, 3 room, and 4 room. Okay, or number 3, they only have 3 room, 4 room, and 5 room. Which one? Right, for prime and plus, they have 2 room, 3 room, 4 room, and 5 room. Or 2 room, 3 room, and 4 room only. Or they will have 3 room, 4 room, and 5 room. Which one? 1, 2, or 3? Prime and plus. Okay, prime and plus, do they have what are the unit sizes that they have? Did you still have any BTO feature? Okay, possible highest floor. Siti Suryana, Siti Suryana says 1. Okay. Bobby Lee says 2. Shida Baker says 2. Laser says 2. LP says 1. LL says 1. Mau Mau says 3. My Hot Mama says 1. Okay. Mau Mau. Okay. Any more? IG, very quiet, IG. Clarice Lim says 1. Okay. E for effort. One, go. The answer is 2. Bobby Lee, Shida Baker and Laser. Congratulations. They only come up with 2 room, 3 room and 4 room. So they do not have any 5 room. So what does this mean, guys? What does this mean? This means if now you were to buy, okay, anywhere, usually Prime and Plus, they are all in where? CCR area one. Okay, very good location one. Okay, very good location. For now, they might change it. They might change it. The government might change it. Even though in RCR will also be Prime and Plus area. Alright, so it will be CCR, usually CCR area or very good location area, right? Is the Bayshore considered as a Prime and Plus? Not very sure. I think it's under standard, right? So therefore you have to see. Once you see the BTO units coming up, you must know. So, knowing that all these are for the Prime and Plus, there is no more 5 room. So what does this mean? This means that if there are any other 5 rooms around that area, for example, like Bendemeer, okay? Bendemeer is also considered, once they were to build a house in Bendemeer, is already be considered as Prime and Plus. So if there are any current, right, maybe the house is already in 1985, another 67 years remaining lease. If there are any 5 room and above, so it is considered as unique already. Something different, right? So therefore, my suggestion to you, if you have the budget, if you're all okay with it, if you want to buy a 5 room, buy a 5 room which is around the Prime and Plus area, which the government has already put it as a Prime and Plus. Like where? Like Klang Lane, you know. So like where? Like Bendemeer lah, okay? Like where? Like St. George, you know, all those are all these places which the government has already identified these places as a Prime and Plus area. So therefore, if it's a Prime and Plus area, you know that this is a Prime and Plus area and you want to buy a resale, right? So go and buy. Don't buy 4 room because there will be Prime and Plus which is 4 room as well, right? So there will be competition. So because 5 room in all these areas, in this all Prime and Plus area, would be considered as a dinosaur already lah. No more 5 room. No more younger 5 room. Okay. Michael, Yishun, okay, this is what the government also mentioned, right? In future as well, they will also move on to the RCR and also the OCR area to make it as Prime and Plus. So units which are near to MRT probably will also be classified as Prime and Plus. Regardless whether it could be in Sengkang, Punggol, Tampines, Jurong, as long as near to the MRT, it will be considered as Prime and Plus. These are their future plans. So if you can get a BTO which is like a 5 room near to the MRT, currently under standard, go and take. Okay, go and take it. Yeah. So these are my suggestions. Okay. Cannot rent out whole unit after MOP also no good. Okay, right, correct. That is very true. So for Prime and Plus, Michael, this is also one thing. You cannot have any idea, you cannot have any even inkling to have any intention at all to rent out the place. Location is superb one, near the central area. You can only rent out the room, you cannot rent out the whole house. Unless, according to the MP, unless you are in dire straits to pay for the house, then on special occasion, then you will be allowed to rent out the whole house. Okay, that's for Prime and Plus. So what are the trends? What are the insights that all these youngsters will be looking at? Like that, my Prime and Plus very good. To me, personally, Prime and Plus will be very good for those retirees who do not have any intention to sell their house at all after that. And Prime and Plus also is not that cheap. Prime and Plus, they have like for the 4 rooms, it can be about 700 plus thousand. 700 plus thousand onwards. You know, you pay 700 plus thousand and the government will subsidize you. Different projects, different. The most recent projects, I think, where I cannot remember, is 9% they subsidize. Right, so that means that 9% they'll pay for you, right? And that means, okay, for example, you buy the house at 700,000, so they subsidize you 63%. However, there's a clawback. In future, if you were to sell the house at 1 million, right, you also have to return the 9%, meaning 9% of the selling price of the house, so 90,000. So the difference between 63,000 and 90,000 is considered interest law. Okay, right. So these are all the things. It depends on you guys. Some of you will really like it, some of you will not, right? But I understand from the HDB officers in there saying that, oh, it's totally undersubscribed. Probably they see, most of the youngsters now see, most of the people will see 10 years is such a long time. 10 years plus build up years for another 4 years is total 14 years is totally is really wasting your time. Yeah. Okay. So, well, I will, for me, example, I will be thinking of staying in a Prime and Plus area. But what will I buy? Probably the 2-room flexi short-term lease. Location very good, central, and this house got no value one. I buy, that means it's meant for me to let go. Then okay, right? So these are about please plus every floor plus next owner also 10 years MOP. Correct. All the next owner, the one who buy next also is also 10 years MOP. So why should I buy like that? I want the location, so probably for me I will just buy a 2-room flexi short-term lease. So this will be an advantage. Hope no crazy neighbors. Yeah. Plus every floor. Okay, remember these are every floor. Just now I mentioned about, thank you, Bobby. So like what I mentioned, 700,000. Maybe that 700,000 is on the second floor. Then every floor there will be increase of 1,000, estimated $1,000 there. That goes the same lah. Applies to also to the private property. Okay. Right. Hope no crazy neighbors. Correct. Yeah. Okay, come. Let's go to the questions now. Any other questions? Any other questions? Just now got one person ask me question. Sorry. Do you think Bayshore still have any BTO in future? Not so sure. All this information pertaining whether got any BTO will always be seen in the pipeline. Not so far. I think they should have. Riyan, some old flats have extra room. Correct, this is the one. Thanks, my mama. Riyan, some old flats have extra room at the kitchen. So that would be okay. That would be some old flats. That could also be the 3NG plus another one more utility. Okay, 3NG meaning there are toilets in the master. Okay, then some more there's also a utility. Wow, that one very good now. Okay, if you come across, then go. But there are quite a number, majority is where it's a 3I plus a utility room. 3I plus utility room. So meaning that there is no toilet in the master, but they have added up another utility room. Okay, so usually those houses with the utility rooms, and these ones are where the houses are much older, much older. Okay. Okay, let me see. Okay, thank you, my house mama. That one answered it. Like recent crazy man burn unit at Jusing. You know, there's a lot of things happening right now. Where people go and slap people's face at the church lah. This guy that just for fun go and burn house at Jusing lah. Yeah, and then recently also Punggol, right? 2 units are on fire on the same block. Wow. I go and kepo, go and ask my clients, what actually happened? Because she's staying nearby there. Then I ask, what exactly happened? Then she says, oh, what exactly happened? So the things is that, when these things what happened is that, overcharge of handphone. Which can be because sometimes that is why I will always mention to my children, if like you want to go and sleep, make sure do not charge your phone. Charge your phone when you are awake. So anything happen, goes trip or whatsoever, so you will know. So someone will be around to know what actually is happening. So will know, so you the house won't caught on fire. Okay? So all these are also very important. Hi Archie. Hey, how are you, man? Okay, alright. Barbecue. Correct, barbecue. Okay. David Yo, online. PLB company and game, 90% all. What does 90% all? The Property Lim brothers yeah, staff get knocked out, game over. This is one thing I really learned oh yeah, I just recently had a viewing together with the PLB agent. Just I was asking him, hey, you see PLB? No lah, kakak, I already moved. Farouk lah, his name is Farouk. I said, already moved to where? Moved to Propnex, okay. Then I didn't ask further. Because sometimes when somebody is already in that particular company, then you ask further. Why? You want to know the story? It's not you don't feel good to share. Because I was from KW. I was in KW. I moved from Propnex to go to KW to learn a lot of things, right? Then when that thing happened, I tell you, it's quite disappointing, quite degrading for us also lah. But you know, it's a mindset thing. You just have to pull through. Yeah, and then after that, market also is not so bad, not so good, right? So but I tell you, we really have to really push through. It was quite surprising, you know, that a simple scandal like that has really gone off charts, really gone off charts. With the PLB affected, KW all affected. So it's like didn't realize, because who doesn't have affair? Everybody has affair, right or not? Quite a number. I won't say everybody. I say quite a number out there who are people who are successful, agents who are successful also had affair, right? So, but what is the cause? What's happening at this point of time? The main reason, because it's by the social media. Social media. This person is always Melvin is already very popular, right? So therefore, people are waiting for them out there to. People out there are actually waiting for them to have a downfall. Yeah. So just be very careful, So if you see me intimate with somebody else, please don't take my video. Okay, but anyway, I won't affect anybody. I'm not married. Yeah, okay. How do we calculate our sales proceeds? Okay, Aida, come. Public or private affair? Public or private affair? Yeah, public or private. Okay, come. Here, there's a question here from Aida. How do we calculate sales proceeds? Okay, we're going to ask this question. How do we calculate? This is from you, Aida. Aida is asking how we calculate cash proceeds. Cash proceeds. Alright, so now Aida, you have a house here, right? You have a house to sell. Okay, example, if you are selling this house maybe at 800,000, right? What are the things? Okay, now I give you the formula. You guys choose which are the formula. Number one, right? Well, that means how do you calculate, right? Sales proceeds minus CPF of owner 1, or minus if there are two owners, minus CPF of owner 2, okay, minus the outstanding loan. Or number 2, right? Sales proceeds. Not sales proceeds, selling price. Not sales proceeds. Okay, how do you calculate the sales proceeds of the house? So, number 1 is selling price. Okay. Selling price, selling price. Minus CPF of owner 1, minus CPF of owner 2, minus outstanding loan. Okay, or number 2 is selling price. Okay, minus selling price minus the purchase price. Meaning that time you bought how much, then you minus off. Minus purchase price. Or number 3, selling price minus the outstanding loan. Then that is the cash proceeds. Number 1, number 2, or number 3, guys? Number 1, number 2, or number 3? Answer me. How do we calculate our sales proceeds? Selling price minus CPF of owner 1 minus CPF of owner 2. These are inclusive of the interest. Then minus the outstanding loan. Or number 2, how much you buy at that point of time? Maybe you buy at 500,000. Now you sell at 800,000. So 800,000 minus 500,000. Or number 3, selling price minus the outstanding loan. Selling price minus the outstanding loan, meaning whatever you owe only, then you pay. That's it. Then the difference are all your cash proceeds. How is it? 1, 2, or 3, guys? Okay, Aida, you want to answer? Aida, do you want to answer? Okay, 1, 2, or 3. Number 1, Siti Suryana. Okay, Siti Suryana says 1. So, LL says 1. Mr. Secretive says 1. Shida Baker says 1. Bobby Lee says 1. Shida Baker, Bobby Lee, Norma, and Mrs. Secretive. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay! So Aida, all your friends here in this community can help you to answer the question. You can chat with Bobby Lee, Shida Baker, Norina, yeah, Suriana, LL, Mrs. Secretive. You can chat with them also. They can explain to you. So now, next one, my question pertaining to this as well. So once, right, when you would like to clear, before the completion, this is very important. This is the completion time. Completion, what does completion mean? Completion is where you will get your cash proceeds, all your cash proceeds, your check lah. It will be a cashier order. You get your cashier order. This is your, yeah. So what are the things? You definitely need to settle some bills first, right? You need to settle some bills. What are the bills that you need to settle? Okay, need to settle. Is it number 1? Conservancy charges. Charges only. Or I put conservancy charges as CC, Conservancy charges, property tax, then your utilities bill. Okay, or number 3, conservancy charges, property tax, and then your tax also, your income tax in case if there's any. Which one? Alright. Which are the things that you have to settle before you want to clear before the completion of the house? All these things you will have to settle. Okay, number 1 is conservancy charges only, or number 2, conservancy charges with property tax. Okay, with property tax and utilities bill, all your water supply and all that all the electricity that you use must settle. Alright, or conservancy charges, property tax, and income tax. Which one? 1, 2, or 3? Which one? Which are the things that you need to settle before the completion of the house? Okay? Which one? Answer me. Okay. Legal fees and agent fees, Mrs. Secretive. Okay, but I'm talking about all this first. Okay? Bobby Lee. So these are all your other items. Legal fees and all that will all be deducted already. Agent fees, of course, you must pay, or else we got nothing to eat. Bobby Lee. 2. Mrs. Secretive. 2. Okay. Alright. Aida also says 2. Are you guys very sure? LP says 2. Okay. And then Siti Suryana says 2. David Yo, 1 and 2. David Yo, how come got 1 and 2? David Yo, I put 2 lah. David Yo. Alright, Shida Baker says 2. Fong says 2. Okay, Norma says 2. Hey, okay, Siti Suryana, LP. Okay. Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey! Effort. The answer, guys, 3. Okay. Utilities, you don't need to pay one. You don't need to settle. So if you still have hutang, so after you, in fact, you have already, after you have actually sold the house, then after that you want to settle, then you can settle. No need one. Okay, what you can do is just terminate the services, then they will charge you. So it doesn't really have to settle your utilities. Your utilities, some of you were paying on the what? Pay you, right? Some of them pay you, right? So, and then from there, you don't really need to settle the whole thing. Don't have to, yeah? You don't need. So, what are the things that are required is the conservancy charges. That one is a must. Property tax, whatever is outstanding until the end of the year. And also, even though like you pay by gyro, they say, I pay by gyro, so you have to cancel your gyro, right? And then you have to pay the property tax until end of the year. And the other thing also, which many people will have overlooked, is income tax. Why I say income tax here? Because at certain point, either your lawyer is a HDB lawyer or a private lawyer, right? HDB lawyer, private lawyer. Then when you are selling the house, IRAS will also know that you are selling the house. So if they were to see that you have any outstanding income tax, maybe about 1,000, 2,000, then IRAS will write in a letter to your solicitor, either the HDB lawyer or also to your own private lawyer. Will mention to them, okay, we appoint you as our agency to collect these monies on behalf of us. So that means they have to issue up a check. Automatic, your maybe you owe property tax, you owe income tax maybe about 3,000. So therefore $3,000 will have to be deducted from your cash proceeds automatically. Okay, I've seen this many times happen. So if you have any outstanding income tax which you don't pay, you say, never mind, I don't want to pay. Wow, I got to support so many people, somehow I got to pay the income tax. So if you are selling your house, this is what's going to happen. Okay. Alright guys, it's already 9:41. I got to go. Answer 3, David Yo. The answer is answer number 3. Correct. Alright, okay. ECMOP has just been increased to 10 years. Where got ECMOP has just been increased to 10 years? Never leh. What are your thoughts on these changes? Where got ECMOP? Thank you all. Adib. No, ECMOP never been increased to 10 years. It's always be 5 years. But what is 10 years? My question. Okay, thank you very much for this question pertaining to EC. EC. My question is, okay, there's something interesting about EC. Okay, so therefore, example, there's this one project. Okay, we call this project A. Alright, so this is an EC. So the TOP is the TOP is 2019, 2020, 2023, 2020 lah, 2020. TOP is 2020. Okay, for this EC 2020. So therefore, right, it has a 5 years MOP, right? 5 years. This is the TOP. So we have 5 years. 5 years. There are 5 years MOP. So we have somebody. Sometimes you bought this also, this EC actually a later time. Okay, a later time. Because when the house going to be ready, then after that you start to buy this EC. So this EC TOP is 2020. So I have this. This is a project. So therefore there is this. I call him B. B bought this EC from the developer. From developer in 2023. Okay, so remember here the EC, they have the 5 years MOP. So then that means when can sell? 2025, right? 2025. Okay, so when can B sell his house? When can B start to sell? Okay, number 1, which definitely will have to be 5 years because because EC is still government. Number 1 plus 5 years, 2028. Number 2 will be 2025. Okay, do not look at the IRAS, do not look at the SSD and all that. Okay, my question is, when can B start selling the house? This whole story, A, the project A, TOP in 2020. As you know, 2020, therefore the EC will meet the MOP in 2025, correct? Yeah. And then B bought this EC from the developer in 2023, okay? In 2023, right? Either from the developer or probably from that owner there, then just wanted to sell the house or things like that, so he can also buy. Okay, so he bought this in 2023. So when can B start to sell his house? Is it in 2028, which is 5 years from 2023, or 2025? Which one? When is B's MOP? When can he start selling his house? Just announced 5 years ago. Let me see later. 5 minutes ago. 7 minutes ago. Let me see. What? AC can only sell after 10 years. Let me see later. Because just now I went to see the news, nothing came up. Bobby Lee. So this idea also apply if it's even for 10 years. Bobby Lee says 1. Okay, let's check together. Okay, Bobby Lee says 1. LL says 2. Okay. LL, which one? LL says 1 or 2? Which one? Okay. Black paper 2028. Okay, and then this is Siti Suryana says 1. Siti Suryana. Okay, Emerald 2028. Emerald. Okay, and then okay, Shida Baker says 2. Adib says 2. LL says 1. Shida Baker mula-mula only initially 1. Then Emerald says 2028. Emerald. Okay. Siti Suryana. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Effort. The answer is 2. So it follows the TOP. Follows the TOP. Not follow the collection of key. Okay, it follows the TOP, not following the collection of key. So let's see now, article. EC, MOP, 10 years. Correct. 12 minutes ago. Thank you very much for this information. Minimum occupation period for ECs doubled, first time quota, priority expanded. Developers can also no longer offer the deferred payment scheme. Oh no, for EC as part of measures to help first time home buyers get a unit amid rising prices. This was just only about 6 minutes ago, right? So, the minimum occupation period for executive condos will be raised from 5 years to 10 years as part of efforts to help first-time home buyers secure a unit. MND announced on Friday. So, buyers of new ECs. So, at this point of time, if there are any current ECs at this point of time, right, it will not follow the 10 years. So, this will be the newer ECs. Will need to fulfill the MOP before they can rent out their whole unit. Wow, 10 years then after that can rent out like the Prime and Plus. Okay, purchase another residential property or sell their unit to Singaporeans and permanent residents. New ECs will also become fully privatized after 15 years, no longer about 10 years. Up from the 10 years, this means that after 15th year, homeowners can sell their unit to any buyer, including foreigners or corporate entities. Okay, currently developers must reserve 70% for first timers. After the 2-year period, developers can sell. Okay, guys. So now, example for now, what are the other ECs that you have? Nova lah, Altura lah, all those, right? The most recent one, and Revel lah. So that will not be affected. That will be based on the 5 years. Any newer ECs that are coming up, then will be 10 years. So, still okay, 10 years, right? How will it affect? So you cannot also... Okay, 10 years. So remember this, the TOP. It's based on the TOP. So for example, if you come in halfway, 5 years, if you come in 5 years where you bought a EC from a couple, someone who's there, then they have the permission to early sell. Can? Yes, you can. So if you were to buy, this will be a good thing. I feel that it's an opportunity. So if you have to buy an EC, which the MOP is supposed to be 10 years, but you bought it at 5 years, you can sell it in 5 years. So you don't have to really wait so long. Alright? Yeah, you can sell in 5 years. You see? Just like that. It follows the same. Right. So now they say, you can sell to Singaporeans and PR 10 years. Then you can only sell to, the foreigners and corporate entities 15 years. Now I ask you, okay, will this 15 years effect because can only sell to foreigner and corporates only after 15 years. Will this affect your EC sales price? Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay, this thing now they are saying that, oh, only after this 15 years. Some people think, alamak, 15 years then can sell to foreigner and corporate. Foreigner and corporate are the one that got a lot of money. Then only then I can only sell to foreigner and corporate. Oh my God. So my EC price will definitely be affected. My question is, with this, does it really affect the EC sales price or not? Yes or no? TGI Evan, good morning. Riyan, good morning. How are you? Okay, Elaine Chan says yes. Alright, Elaine Chan says yes. Alright, Bobby Lee says yes. Shida Baker says yes. Laser says no. Emerald says yes. Okay. My Hot Mama says yes. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't just listen to Riyan. Just look at the data. Okay. So now let's take a look. I hope this one will work again. Because I'm still learning how to use this analytics. Yep. So we go to Presentify. Let me see. Okay. We add content over here. Trend analysis. Let's see. So you see yearly, so probably 10 years, 10 years ago, all, on. Okay, so now you see at trend lines. So what we want to see is the executive apartment. How come no executive apartment here? EC, okay, EC. So we see lah, maybe 3 or 4 bedrooms, So then therefore we see resale, only the resale. So we see from here the trend line. So therefore the average prices, we put it everywhere in Singapore. And so these are, okay, so these are all the ECs. Okay, these are all the ECs here. You can see the trend. That's why is it that the government is like telling people, because from the 2017 onwards, okay, a bit slowing down, then 2017 onwards, it goes up a lot to 2025 to 2026. Can you guys see this? I'm going to bring in my camera from here. Okay, 2017 onwards, the price have all been going up already. So that is why the government put in, people are making money a lot. Some people even earn about $1 million from EC sales, you see, from selling their EC. So therefore, with that, it actually affects. So government says, we must let them get all these people to go into all that, to go into the EC. So these are EC for 5 years. For 5 years, after the EC from 2022 to 2026, these are the EC for 5 years. And these are the EC about after 10 years. Okay, let me see. We go into another way. Let me see this one again. Okay, right. You can see from here. This is a comparison. The yellow ones are those EC, which is about 5 years. 5 years, 10 years, and all that. So you can see from here that even though after the EC has already been 10 years, it's just stagnant. See, after 10 years, this is after 10 years, it's all pretty stagnant. So it doesn't really matter. For else, this one stagnant, it goes down, further down. Because the longer you hold on to your property, so the more it will, in fact, the price will get lesser. So what I'm trying to show with you, so from here, it goes down. Even though the house is already at 5 years, after 5 years, it goes up. Right, then 10 years, 10 years onwards, these are all the EC that's 10 years, it goes stagnant. So what does this mean? This means that foreign corporate property does not really affect you. So this kind of news shouldn't be affecting you. This one, the foreign corporate for 15 years, it shouldn't be affecting you. Because for foreigner and corporate property, with the ABSD that they have to pay so much more, right? Where would they buy? Would they buy EC? EC usually, answer me guys, CCR, RCR, or OCR. Majority ECs are where? In the OCR, RCR, or CCR. OCR means outside central region, RCR means rest of central region, and CCR is the core central region, meaning the central. Majority ECs are where? Answer me. OCR, CCR, or RCR? EC, executive condo. Shida Baker says CCR. CCR means Core Central Region, meaning central. OCR, Ilin Chan. Okay, and then Ting 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 Chang. Okay. Right. My Hot Mama. Richard, RCR. Majority, I say, majority. Okay, My Hot Mama, Siti Suriana. Right. Black Pepper. Right. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay! E for OCR, outside Central Region. When foreigners wanted to buy, they kena the ABSD, right? The ABSD is so much more than all the other locals. So do you think if they want to sell, they will see, okay, who are their competitors? Who are their competitors, okay? If they were to buy an EC, all the other competitors are Singaporeans, okay, or even some PR. If they buy an EC, which is already after 5 years or after 10 years now with the new MOP, so if they were to buy an EC from then, right, and they are competing with the Singaporeans who pay only the basic stamp duty, where else these foreigners have to pay the additional buyer stamp duty. So can they fight with the Singaporeans' prices when they want to sell? They can't. So therefore, this news, close one eye, no need to talk lah. Whether foreigner can buy or not doesn't really matter. So you can see from the trend just now. Correct? Right, so that's another one more question. Sorry, My Hot Mama, can you help me to pin again? Okay, so guys, so these are all the things that we have to look into it. Not everything are bad news. Some it's just mainly news, just good to know. Don't even affect you one. Siti Suriana, you mentioned that for private property owners above 55 want to downgrade to a HDB, right? The 1.5 years will be waived. Okay, so these are the ruling that came in. This ruling was actually in 2022. I think 2022, yeah. Okay, September 2022. What happened was that for private property owners who wants to move to a HDB, right? There's a 15-month wait-out period. However, there are exceptions. Okay? There are exceptions. What are the exceptions? Number one is that private property owners, who are the one, right? Private property owners 55 years and above, plus buy 4-room only. 4-room and smaller. HDB. Okay? 5 years and above, okay, Siti Surana, 5 years and above and buying a 4-room and smaller HDB, then you don't have to have the 15-month wait-out period. What if, my question to you guys, okay? Well, Siti Surana say, alamak, 4-room, I'm not so used to stay in 4-room. I must actually try to stay in at least a 5-room. So now, she wants to go on to 5-room. So, example, the private property owner, Siti Suriana, wanted to buy a 5-room HDB. She's above 55. Do they have to wait? Is there a 15-month wait-out period for Siti Suriana or not? Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay? Siti Suriana is above 55, owns a private property, then wanted to buy a HDB. They are above 55 and wanted to buy a HDB which is 5-room. Does the 15-month wait-out period apply to her? Yes or no? There's no 1.5 years, It's 15 months. Oh yeah, 1.5 years. 12, 13, 14, 15. 1 year, 3 months. Yes or no? Okay? No means that she doesn't have to go through the 15 months wait out period. Okay? Right. So, no, My Hot Mama. Emerald. She's 55 years old, wanted to buy a HDB 5-room flat. Does she have to go through the 15 months wait out period? Yes or no? Okay, my hot mama says no, Emerald says no, LL says no. Okay, no, appeal. Bobby Lee, Bobby Lee says no. Luvasi says no. Black Pepper says yes. Okay. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay! The answer is Black Pepper. You're the only one who answered. Yes, she has to. Why? Because she's buying a 5-room. Unless she's buying a 4-room and smaller, then she doesn't have to go through the 15 months wait out period. Okay, she can buy directly a HDB, not directly from HDB. She can buy a HDB resale. Okay, cannot buy BTO SBF. BTO SBF, all that have to wait 30 months, 30 months. Okay, if she's buying a HDB, right, a 4-room HDB, and she's above 55, no need to wait for the 15 months wait out period. However, if she says 4-room too small, I want to buy 5-room, okay, then therefore 15 months wait out period will apply regardless she being 55. Okay, right. So, when you want to buy a HDB and then you have a private to sell, my question is, and you are above 55, can buy HDB then sell private? Okay, yes or no? So, can she buy the HDB first then sell private? She's already above 55, okay, exactly above 55, already, okay, all that done already. So therefore, can she buy, the question now is that, can she buy HDB then sell private? She has all the money to pay for the HDB, no problem one, okay. Can she buy HDB then sell private? Yes, I already, Sotong, we just covered that just now, Sotong. Thank you very much for letting me know. Okay. My hot mama says yes. Emerald says no. Right? Okay, LL says yes. Sue-Ann says yes. Okay, right. Okay, Bobby Lee says no. Right, sell private within 6 months. Laser says sell private within 6 months. 6 months from what? 6 months from where? Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, she can sell, she can buy private first. She can buy HDB first. But as long as it's a 4-room, must be a 4-room one, okay? Right? So she can buy the HDB first because she got the money. Maybe the HDB will cost her 700, 800,000. She go and pay, right? In the meantime, then sell her private within 6 months from the completion of HDB. Okay, you can buy HDB first, okay, but you have to sell your private 6 months from the completion of your HDB. Okay, now she buy HDB first. You know about ABSD, right? Yeah. When you buy a second property, you kena ABSD. So now she buy a HDB, buy first, and yet she still have her private property. Then this one she intend to sell 6 months lah. Within 6 months have to sell lah from the day that she buy her HDB. My question is, right, there is additional buyer stamp duty or that, right, for second property. So this is considered as a second property, correct or not? Does she have to pay ABSD? Second property is 20%, right? Does she have to pay ABSD? So she has a private property selling this one, right? So she buy HDB first and then she will sell this 6 months later. Does she have to pay ABSD, additional buyer stamp duty? Yes or no? Because this is considered as a second property already. Okay, does she have to pay the ABSD? My hot mama says no. Okay, salah. Okay. Sue Ann says yes. Bobby Lee says yes. Richard Sung, yes, but can claim back. Mavis Kyon says yes. Emerald says no. Clarice says no. Clarice says yes. Okay, Black Pepper says yes. Zachary says no. Yes, later than refund. So Laser says yes. Adib, yes, but refundable upon selling. Adib. Leach, no. Leach, sorry, Leach. Okay, guys, the answer is no. Because ABS, for HDB, there's no ABSD. Unless you terbalik, you buy your private property, you have your HDB, you buy your private property, then you have ABSD. And if you're selling your HDB, then it will be refunded back. But this is not that way. This is, she has a private property, so she buy this one first. And then will sell this one later. So therefore, there is no ABSD that City Serena will have to pay. Well, for this 20%, it doesn't have. No ABSD. Okay, it's 10 o'clock already, guys. I got to go. Nice meeting you, all my happy people. Yeah, you guys are my happy people. Alright, guys. Yes, my hot mama, you pass. You pass me. You pass. Clever. Okay. Hi, Kakak Kiki Kuku. Yes. Okay, so don't get confused. If you buy a private property, just think of like this. If you you have a HDB and then you're buying a private property, just think like this. This is how I think, layman person. So this is how it makes me remember. I'm a HDB person, I'm buying a private property, right? So therefore, I will kena and I keep my HDB. So therefore, this is my second property. So therefore, that means I'm quite affluent. I got money. So I will have to pay the 20% off. Whereas a private property, buying a HDB, no, you don't have to pay that 20%. The ABSD, you don't have to. Yeah, because as long as you have to try to sell your house within 6 months from the day you collect the key for your HDB. Alright, guys, thank you very much. You can call me at 9451-2090. I'm going to flip my number here. Okay, so I'm going to say it in Hokkien also. Alright. So guys, you can call me at Kau Si Go Yo Di Kong Kau Kong 9451-2090. Salah ya. 9451-2090 or 9451-2090. So tomorrow is Saturday. Because I usually don't go on live on Saturdays because I conduct training. Right? Tomorrow is Saturday. Correct. Yeah. So I conduct training in the morning. My training to my agents will be at least about every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Okay? So remember this, be like a tree, stretch as much as you can, and each day and in every way we get better and better. If you see me outside, just say hola hola to me, right? And because I wouldn't know you, but you will know me, right? Hasta la vista. Ciao for now. Remember this, each day and in every way we get better and better. Hasta la vista. Ciao for now. Thank you, my hot mama. Haha. Bye. Can you save this video at FB? Yes, I will. Okay, you can go to my IG also. It will be auto saved, right? I think so. Okay, it will always be on my it will also be on my YouTube. Okay. All right. Hasta la vista.